Huh. Never noticed the little chevron on explosions before. The good news is, nobody will be able to see me in this outfit. Ignore the whistling and the burning helicopter in the background.
I want to start moving some product through the barrio, but the Shaundi have it locked down tight. Once we knock them out of the way, all we gotta worry about is the Brotherhood moving to take their place. Hope you know how to fly a helicopter.
And wouldn't you know it, flying a helicopter was one of the things Cassie hoped to do when she joined the army. Hey there, friendos, Fredo Supreme, the American Dream, back with more Saints Row 2 action.
But you gotta shoot it down.
Sorry that I cut you off, Pierce, and today, we ain't riding, we're whirling. Only difference is, unlike that mission in San Andreas, this helicopter does not get shot down as part of a scripted event. No siree, we have got to take down a lot of rival gangs, but this time, we're doing so from a helicopter, and oh, hello there, Mr. Shaundi plane. Prepare to
The Shaundi think they got our boys pinned down, but I doubt they're expecting a helicopter.
As annoying as helicopters are to fight in this game, it's rather nice to be on the offensive side of things for once. Cheers, loves! The cavalry's here! Oh, I think that only works if you have a British accent when you say it. Oh, right. I forgot what button fires the miniguns on this thing, and they're not really effective right now.
We'll start moving drugs until we clear out all the Shaundi patrols.
But yeah, helicopter assault is a rather simple activity when you know what you're doing. Mainly because the Tornado's lock-on missile system is somewhat similar to the Annihilator RPG. Wherever the crosshairs are pointing, that's where the missile's gonna go, even if you move them out the way a little while afterwards. Same with the EDF Scout. Only difference is in a tornado, you don't have to worry about accidentally blowing yourself up in the process. And now, instead of having to complete a set number of objectives in the helicopter, now we have to escort a van around being driven by whoever gave the mission.
What you doing to that thing?
Trying to figure out what I'm going to say next, Pierce. Anyways, what I was saying was, after level 1, heli assault becomes less of a objective-based activity and more of a escort mission. Why was it so hard to remember the phrase escort mission? Hell, I did an episode where I practically did escort missions, although those were escorting clients and their prostitutes. And it appears this member of the Brotherhood does not know how to drive. Okay, that one was a fluke. That one was to make him feel good.
What are you doing?
Whoa! I am damn sure that swindle literally just poofed into existence. Yeah, that's another thing that's kind of annoying about heli assault. Vehicles literally spawn in. Probably one of the... that actually managed to kill him. One of the inherent flaws with the Saints Row 2 engine, vehicles tend to spawn and despawn when you fail to give something a passing glance. Apparently, that's enough time for them to activate their invisibility cloaks. Oh right, I forgot. Missiles can't go through houses. Pierce, would you please calm down? Your van's barely even scratched.
I'm heading over to a parking lot in Chinatown.
They say practice makes perfect.
Got that right, Cassie. I'm only good at this because I've done this a bunch of times. After every couple of stops, a rival gang's helicopter will show up, I assume because they got a similar idea. Because, you know, you're in a helicopter escorting your friend, and they decide to get in a helicopter of their own to ruin that escort. Kind of shrewd, but if they have attack choppers, then things tend to get a little bit hectic. You'll see what I mean when attack choppers actually start showing up.
Use the damn gun on that thing!
Sorry, Pierce, the minigun on this thing doesn't work. Would you mind if I use the rockets? They seem to compensate a lot for bad aim. Case in point. Didn't blow up the car, but I still managed to take out all the gangsters inside it.
I can use a hand here!
Again, Pierce, would you kindly calm down? Kind of overreacting to this sort of thing. Worse than me in that regard. Oh, crud. I didn't know you could actually crash into the light posts, or whatever those things are. The, lanterns. Didn't know you could actually crash the helicopter into them. Oh, Lord. Exactly what I mean. Oh, that's another problem. Come on, lock onto the right thing and good. Oh, I totally forgot about the enemy helicopter. But yes, one of the weird things about helicopters in this game is that whenever the helicopter gets hit hard enough to tilt over, say from a missile, then for some reason it shifts immediately in whatever direction the rotors are pointing in the interim. Which usually means you are going to javelin rocket into a nearby building. Holy crap! That gas station exploded all over the place, and Pierce's van literally only has like a 1/30th of a damage point on it. Could have worded that better, but still, that is pretty impressive. What's Pierce got in that thing? Like military-grade reinforced armor?
Don't worry, it happens to everyone.
Never knew that getting caught in massive explosions tend to happen to everyone. Oh wait, I'm blowing up tons of enemy gangsters right now. Good point, Cassie. Good point. Okay, that is exactly what I mean. Eventually, enemy gangs will send their own tornadoes after you, but fortunately, if you're on the lookout for enemy helicopters in the first place, because they almost always happen after you finish up at a stop, totally almost missed dodging the bazooka. Okay, looks like doing commentary while trying to dodge enemy missile-shooting choppers and enemies on the ground who have bazookas, that seems to be proving a hair difficult. You might see me cut a ton of footage out of this episode. But the good news is, for completing Heli Assault in the Barrio, you get reduced damage from bullets, probably the most useful of all the damage reduction bonuses. Heck, I actually remember doing this activity a whole lot, mainly because whenever I died near the Barrio, it would always spawn me at the hospital, which was where the Heli Assault activity actually starts. I wonder if that was intentional. They put the hospital spawning point right next to an activity that gives you damage reduction for completing it. I'll leave that question to future civilizations. But yeah, one of the best things about what...
Factories isn't cutting it anymore. They want something more potent.
Pierce, why are you just trying to go off-roading in a mom van? Pretty sure that thing does not have the horsepower to get up a hill like that. Once again, future civilizations. And here's an inherent flaw with Heli Assault, at least in Saints Row 2. The geography of Stillwater is not exactly convenient to a helicopter, especially when you bring in that flaw that I mentioned earlier about explosions managing to knock this thing amok so hard that you basically just...
You fucked with the wrong girl!
Okay, that too, Cassie, but explosions that tend to knock helicopters into whatever building happens to be nearby. Heck, GTA 5 doesn't do that, but then again, most of the time when I get killed in a helicopter in GTA 5, it's because I either crashed into something or someone got a lucky shot off with an explosive weapon. But yeah, I'd still prefer that over the helicopter magnet functionality most of these buildings tend to have when you get knocked off course by the concussive force of a rocket in this game. And now I have finally gotten that off my chest. You're welcome, folks. Whoa, barely even noticed that one missile firing at me. RPG, damn it.
I don't know why, but junkies love their boats. We're heading to the shipyard.
Okay, back to what I was saying before Pierce started talking. I did not even notice that one swindle down there. Not the one that just spawned, but I managed to dodge the RPG from that other one rather well. Not bad, Fredo. Not bad at all.
Bet you won't try that shit again.
Au contraire, Cassie, I may actually try blind firing rockets before the lock-on system actually kicks in. I may try that many times. You know, something I've noticed about this activity is that it manages to get you a ton of respect from getting multi-kills, gang kills, one-hit kills, and the like, and blowing up gang vehicles in the process. Taken separately, they're pretty good respect bonuses, but when you have a high enough style level and you're blowing up enemy gangsters left and right, you are basically just drowning in respect. So, if you're really good at flying helicopters in this game, then heli assault is a really good way to gain a ton of respect if you don't plan on 100%ing it. Huh, this is actually going rather well. Oh wait, I usually end up having to restart, usually by dying or the van blowing up on levels 5 and 6.
You trying to get me killed?
No, Pierce, I was just backing up to dodge another RPG.
Damn, I need a pickup.
And this is one of the more divisive parts of heli assault, when the car runs out of gas and you have to drive the Saints home yourself. Mainly it's the positioning it so that both of the Saints can actually climb onto the thing. Huh. Why Pierce just didn't try to squeeze into the front seat alone, I will never know. In hindsight, this kind of reminds me of the air ambulance side missions in Vice City Stories. The only difference is Vice City air ambulances, or medevac choppers I mean, those don't have missile launchers on them. It appears that Pierce and his friend here are going to finish the day by going down to the airport Hampton. Nice, boys. Couldn't agree with you any more myself. This is a pretty nice chill place on occasion. And when I say on occasion, I mean when I haven't been around, because my presence tends to ruin the party a fair amount.
Plane's got autopilot for a reason. We gotta hook up some pilots. Use the damn gun on that thing.
Pierce, I know that was just random dialogue spliced together, but I'm pretty sure using the gun on this thing is not exactly a good way to, quote, hook up some pilots. And ironically enough, I just saw a story in the news about a pilot getting arrested for trying to fly drunk. Pierce, where are you at? So, in hindsight, this is a little bit of an awkward statement to make. Okay, good. That was not a tornado, that was just an oppressor. And now it's just scrap metal. Wouldn't surprise me if there's a vehicle in a wide-open sandbox game that's literally named Scrap Metal. And ironically enough, it turns out to be one of the more god-tier vehicles in that game. You know, I am getting pretty good at dodging the missiles in this game. In this activity, at least. I wonder if it has to do with how I was playing Siphon Filter a fair amount. Really good at dodging the bullets in that game. Sometimes, though, but... Only difference is... the missile launcher on a tornado, there's no equivalent of a K3G4 for this bad boy. Just your cunning, and reflexes, and hope that you actually don't get killed midway through any of these levels. Pierce, you okay? Good. You were taking a long time to come through the tunnel. Good.
Helping me out whenever you want.
You know, Pierce, your van hasn't even taken that much damage across all the previous 4 levels that I've actually managed to finish. So, if you would kindly quit complaining about barely getting scratched, maybe I'd be able to protect you a little bit better. Man, I am on a roll with twin sticking tonight. Zigzagging the helicopter all around, managing to hit all the targets before they can manage to even ding Pierce's van. Man, my aiming is on point tonight. I am en fuego, chico! And my dodging game? Not too shabs either.
Well, that bachelor party killed their hooker. They need something to forget about it.
How about footage of an exploding helicopter? That would make me forget about many things.
Can't win them all, unless you're me.
Perfectly timed. Oh, you are not going to get into that tunnel today, sir! Well, that's karma for you. Or at least hubris. I forgot that they have big towers at airports, and I just lost track of where Pierce is. Pierce, buddy, sorry about forgetting about you for a second there. I got distracted because I was a dumbass. Whoop, getting a little bit too high. Time to get down a little bit, closer to Pierce so the missiles have less of a distance to go. Wow, that ambulance driver was super lucky. It looks like Pierce is also having some trouble navigating airport security gates. Whoops, sorry about that, buddy. I was trying to lock on to that guy.
Damn, I'm good.
No, 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 Cassie. We're good. You're good at being you, and I'm good at controlling stuff like this. Even if I am getting a bit lucky. Yeah, whatever. Necessary loss, folks. I blew up that taxi because he was right next to that Brotherhood swindle. In war, there are always bystanders caught in the crossfire.
These assholes.
Oh, sorry. Just reflecting on the morality of accidentally blowing up a civilian taxi cab. Note to self, stop flying so close to buildings. And Pierce, where the hell is this deal at? Okay, Pierce, did you just get lost on your way to this thing? Oh, I see. You took a completely roundabout route to try to throw off any pursuers, which didn't work. No sweat, Pierce.
Shit if I'm dead.
I tend to do something very similar myself when I'm driving, you know?
Keep getting let out as soon as we're arrested, we gotta pay a little tribute to the man.
You need to pay a little tribute to Becky Lynch? Well, now that I think about it, that could actually have a lot of benefits, and not just an early release date. Yeah, I know, he probably wasn't talking about that man, but still, in a modern context, it is kind of interesting to think of it like that, and hell, where the hell did everybody just go? Okay, it looks like we have 3 vehicles on Pierce's behind. Sorry about the delay, Pierce, buddy.
Wasn't much of a fight.
Got that right. 2 vehicles with 1 missile. Okay, this is where things seem to be getting problematic. Haven't even found the first stop yet, and already Pierce's vehicle is kinda scratched. Ooh, I thought that your escortee's vehicles in this activity were friendly fire proof, but it is nice to know that even if you do happen to accidentally tag one of your homies' vehicles with an errant missile, that they take minuscule damage in the process. Oh, you thought you could hide underneath the L-tracks? Nobody gets away from Fredo Supreme or Cassie Phillips. Doesn't matter where you hide, one thing's for certain, rain or shine.
That's all you got?
Okay, I was thinking of something else to end that one-liner, but that is also a pretty good one. Nice job, Cassie. You know, it's kind of ironic that the biggest threat in an activity called heli assault is not enemy helicopters, but rather ground-level enemies who happen to have RPGs.
You can start helping me out whenever you want.
Jeez, Pierce, how many dozen times have you been complaining about me not helping you out? You know, I kind of wish I were popular enough to do a face cam video for this. Whoa! Blew up an ambulance there. Sorry about that, Mr. Ambulanceman. But I'm actually having a lot of fun right now. This is going by a lot easier than I thought it would. Of course, in the northern island, it's probably going to go by a lot less swimmingly because in terms of geographical convenience, it's a lot less so for the northern island because, you know, lots of skyscrapers and whatnot. Can't wait to see how that turns out.
Stefan's latest pool party isn't going so hot. He's called us to save the party.
Ah, good for Stefan. Ooh, Lord! Whoa! Oh, I thought I missed the chopper there, but whatever. I managed to get it, took a pretty big hit, and I'm down to my last run. Come on, Pierce. You got this.
What you doing to that thing?
Getting you psyched up, that's what. Be grateful for once.
Anyone else want their ass kicked?
That's a pretty good response to what Pierce just said, Cassie. Kudos. Kudos. And now we get a lot less damage from bullets. Suddenly, Cassie's physique is starting to make a little bit more sense. She is suddenly becoming super immune to all sorts of damage. Bullets, fire, vehicles. Hell, she can jump off a skyscraper and survive. Life is lovely for the boss sometimes. Life is lovely. Okay, I saw how you delivered my superiore. Not impressed, considering how he started by crashing it into some trees.
You got all your teeth? I like the word teeth.
Okay, I am never coming back to this part of town ever again. Well, here goes nothing, phase 2. Time to psych myself up a little bit. Don't ask how I managed to smoke that while I'm wearing a mask.
I want to start moving some product through the North Island, but the Ronin aren't making it easy. I don't mind going in there and making the deals, but you gotta give me some heavy support. I got a friend who has an attack chopper on blocks you can borrow, so that should be interesting.
Well, considering Shaundi's friends, it honestly doesn't surprise me that one of them just so happened to have an attack chopper on standby. And it appears to start exactly the same as Barrio Heli Assault. First level, you have to complete 3 objectives before you can get anything going. How far away is this plane that I gotta blow up? Oh, there it is. Complain and ye shall receive.
The Ronin are cutting up our boys. We gotta help them out.
And objective 2, same as the first. You have to, well, first instance, you got to take out a bunch of gang members who have the Saints pinned down. Maybe I should drop down a little bit if I plan on using the machine guns on this thing.
There's another Ronin patrol. Take it out.
And the third one, you gotta blow up some cars. It's a little routine, kind of cut and paste, actually, but it is reassuring. Especially when you can get a multi-kill out of one missile. When I say multi-kill, I mean like multiple vehicles. You can get multi-kills with explosives any day of the week. And now that we have the objective-based gameplay out of the way, time to do an escort mission from the Helimachopter.
I can't slang until I get a fist at freckle bitches.
I can relate to you there, Shaundi.
I'm getting shot here.
Calm down, Shaundi. Your van's barely even damaged, and I'm pretty sure you are very bad at parking. Plowing through the outside dining area like that? Oh, wait a minute. She's probably blitzed as hell right now. That actually explains a lot.
I gotta give him something to calm him down.
Yeah, you might need something to calm me down in the later instances of this activity. Because I know about the helicopters and their 90-degree turning capabilities. Well, specifically, how they can do that to you. Oh, I know what that sound is. And I know the perfect counter to it as well.
Can you keep these guys off of me?
So much hostility. Almost kind of feeling a little bit more stressed out than usual here.
Now you know why I'm the best.
Ruin that fence? Now I'm back to normal stress levels. I'm down. I'm good, I mean. Man, I seem to be pirouetting this helicopter a heck of a lot right now. I wonder if actual helicopter pilots who fly attack choppers do that. If they did, they would probably be responsible for the local Rite Aid making a lot of sales on their Dramamine, you know? Okay, what was that guy doing driving into a construction site like that? Oh, I went the wrong way. You know, makes you wonder who's really a bit messed up tonight. Shaundi or these Ronin fellas?
One of the supervisors at the Marshall Winslow Rec Center hurt himself playing the parachute game. I gotta get him some medicine. Boss, what are you doing up there?
Waiting for a bunch of dudes to show up and get in range of you, at least. Also, what? How would one go about playing that parachute game at a recreational center? I need to look that up after this. Parachute games? Okay, actually just look up parachute game, and that's all you have to type in, really.
Who else?
Pay attention, boss! I'm getting killed here!
I beg to differ, Shaundi. Your health meter on the van barely even has a ding in it. Even with the friendly fire from all the nearby explosions that I've been creating this past half hour or so. Okay, that one's kind of on me. Again, you must have some military-grade armor on that thing, Shaundi. Nice to think ahead like that. Oh, we're still in New Hennequin. I was wondering why that one red pip was showing up, and I was like, is that a gangster or a cop? And then I checked it out, and I noticed that we haven't completed the stronghold for this neighborhood yet. But we will, and that's where Cassie is going to get one of her signature firearms. And when I say signature firearms, I mean like the kind of gun that she always hoped she'd be using in the Army. All of Cassie's interpretations of Army stuff comes from watching a lot of 80s action movies. So yeah, she is going to be kind of psyched to blast an AR-200 eventually.
I'm going to technically legal. Some girls need to gear up for a bachelor party.
Well, they should probably consider hiring the boss as security. We all know how she dealt with those touchy-feely Ronin members. I wonder if it'd be worth it re-downloading that episode with a YouTube converter just so I can create a cutaway for this episode. Yeah, probably not worth it. Just leave it up to your imaginations, so that way your interpretation is a little bit crazier than what actually happened. Whoops, I seem to be talking over Shaundi a whole lot. I will try to pipe down. Oh, wacky waving inflatable arm tube men. Bailey must be here. Whoa, apparently even the Ronin brought their RPG launchers to the party. Holy crap, this part of the heli assault is a lot more difficult. Mainly because of the L-train struts getting in the way. And you would think it'd be a little bit easier because, you know, Ronin vehicles are a hell of a lot less durable than, say, the Brotherhood's vehicles. But they still come in numbers. And I apologize for stereotyping a little bit here, but the law of inverse ninja is kind of BS. Yeah, one ninja is very powerful, but 20 people storming you at once? Most of them are going to get a couple good hits in, and they will overwhelm you. And this is why I decided to do Trailer Park Heli Assault last, because the weapon store discount is comparatively less useful, especially if you're really good at finding out which enemies carry which weapons and then you just swap out on the fly, ultimately proving this a little pointless. Feel free to skip this instance of Heli Assault if you're not going for a 100% LP. I mean, or at least 100% playthrough.
There's a comic book artist at Hotel Marquardt. He needs a little inspiration.
Huh, so a bunch of comic book creators are a little bit blitzed when they make their creations? Suddenly, the plot of most of Kevin Smith's movies make a little bit more sense. Or at least Chasing Amy does. I wonder if I'm allowed to pass that judgment when I haven't actually seen the entirety of Chasing Amy. 5 minutes of it tops, but still. Not enough to make a coherent analysis of the plot.
I gotta hook up some of my lifeguard buddies.
Lifeguards who are also a little bit high? That doesn't exactly seem like you have the right kind of buddies there, Shaundi. Oh, wait a minute, I keep forgetting. Shaundi is probably blitzed 24/7. Shaundi! Queen of very bad decisions and regrettable hair. Apologies to anybody with dreadlocks.
I don't think the Ronin are too happy with us.
Oh, believe me, Shaundi, they are not going to be happy with us at all, considering that I'm kicking ass tonight at this. I'm probably going to end up getting killed at some point, or maybe Shaundi's going to get that van blown up accidentally because I am ignorant. But yeah, I can see why they wouldn't be too happy with us being such badasses tonight. We make such a great team, Shaundi. Okay, the way that one Ronin car exploded, it almost looks like they exploded because they crashed into the wall. I know it was my missile that caused the explosion, but still, it's nice to imagine that you had a slightly more passive role in causing sick explosions on occasion. Oh, you thought I forgot about you? No one forgets about Dre, fool. No one forgets about Dre.
Anytime.
Sorry that my missiles are not fast enough for you, Shaundi. It's just like babysitting. Only the stakes are higher, and the children are a lot dumber. Oh right, whenever I tend to do that sort of thing, I instinctively drift backwards a little bit on the left stick. Maybe that's going to be the death of me in one of these.
I'm getting shot here!
Calm down, Shaundi. I'm pretty sure the street value of that van is still pretty decent. This is why we can't have nice things, because you complain about them when they get even the slightest scratch on them. Never noticed how extensive the Stillwater L network is. Man, so many paths. This is making Brooklyn look like
The people at the cultural center love to expand their worldview.
Whoa. I was trying to compare the
Can you keep these guys off of me?
Sorry, Shaundi, I was trying to compare the L-train system in this town to Brooklyn. That's what I was going for. Making Brooklyn look like a Darlington It makes Brooklyn look like Darlington Motor Speedway. That's the angle I was going for. Why did it take so long for me to get that out? No. Martinsville. That's the shorter track. That's really short. Yeah, that's what I was trying to go for. The L-train system in Stillwater is so many angles that it makes the Brooklyn subway line look a lot like Martinsville National Speedway. I think that's what it's called.
If I worked retail, I'd definitely want to be high.
As someone who may have previously worked retail, I can kind of relate to ya. Customers are kind of jerks sometimes. Whoa, that was one hell of a sniper shot with the missile launcher on this thing. Heh.
I need your help!
And I haven't even played any Silent Scope. Already a crack shot with this thing.
The client wants to meet at a parking lot. I feel like I'm answering a casual encounter post on Meg's list.
Is it my imagination, or does Shaundi sometimes sound a little bit like Kat Dennings? Getting something of a Max Black vibe from her. I wonder if Kat Dennings and Eliza Dushku are friends in real life.
Stop these guys, I'm not gonna make it!
Sorry, just trying to figure out which celebrities are friends with whom, and holy crap, that missile managed to get that one Ronin vehicle. Man, blind fire is sometimes a blessing. Ooh, almost crashed into that building there, I think.
Not a damn thing until I get my Boston cream.
Ooh, Shaundi's even more relatable. I also really enjoy Boston cream donuts. Okay, that helicopter was nowhere near me. I didn't have to get as fidgety as I did right there.
I need help, boss!
Calm down, Shaundi. I'm doing worse than I did when I was escorting Pierce, but at least now I have a better lock on how to hit fast-moving vehicles, because, you know, Ronin vehicles are a lot zippier than, say, the Brotherhood's trucks.
This isn't looking good!
Yeah, neither is the lock-on system on the Tornado, Shaundi. Don't worry, I'm doing everything I can. Holding on to what I am, pretending I'm a Superman. Sorry, folks, I couldn't resist making the obvious reference. Oh, man. That van's getting wrecked.
The car broke down, I need a pickup.
Ah, good. Ah, that's a blessing. Oh, and it's only 1/3 damage. So far, this is my worst run yet. Well, when I say worst run, I mean like worst level. I haven't died yet, or otherwise failed. You know, I probably should have said something about this when I was doing this for Pierce and his friend, but gotta say, the Saints seem to have one hell of an iron grip when it comes to hanging onto a helicopter. Although, it's kind of understandable considering how little of a distance we had to go to finish this level. Alright, final verse, same as the first, and the 10 that came after that.
I have to meet someone at King's Plaza. Something doesn't sound right.
Yeah, something doesn't feel right. You are not alone, Shaundi. Ooh, looks like we got some police backup tonight.
You're too happy with us.
Well, fortunately, the police seem to be ignoring us, so... Oh. The cops left. Okay, where is that helicopter? Wow, that thing is high up. Shaundi, I'll be with you in a second. I just need to play a little Ace Combat with helicopters right now.
You can kill these guys anytime.
Okay, problem solved. Now back to you, girl. Making my way back to you, girl. That song is kind of stuck in my head.
It's always something.
Got that right, Cassie. Boom!
Great.
Ooh, that was embarrassing. Okay, I'm a third of the way done. Where is that enemy chopper? Christ, I am doing bad at this right now. That's hubris for you. And I've got to stop getting so distracted by catchphrases tonight. Okay, sorry about that distraction, Shaundi. I'm making my way back to you, girl. And I'm burning up inside. Probably because this thing is down to like 1/4 of its hit points right now.
A couple of my friends are looking for something that'll help them commune with nature.
Yes, and I am trying to help that Ronin chopper commune with the ground. Okay, this is going rather well. Don't tense up. You're doing great.
Off of me?
You know what? Not even going to respond to Shaundi complaining about getting swarmed. Probably been doing that for most of this recording. So you know what? Not even going to respond to her remarks. Moral high ground. That's what I shall take.
Boss, What are you doing up there?
Trying to get a lock on that one Ronin car. Maybe I should get a little bit lower. I gotta say, if you move the camera at just the right angle while it's raining, the rain kind of looks weird. I mean, it doesn't look as bad as... Oh, exactly. Right there was the perfect example of weird rain in this game. They thought they could try to surprise Shaundi as she came off of the promenade.
Pay attention, boss! I'm getting killed here!
Okay, that one was on me, and... Oh, helicopter. That one was on me, Shaundi. I kinda got a little bit...
I'm gonna be really cranky.
Looks like she might be getting a little bit hangry. For once, that joke actually feels funny.
Boss, I need your help!
2 seconds, just trying to figure out... there they are. There's two right behind you. Okay, the street value on your van is now approximately not a whole lot. Wow, that was a lot of explosions in one missile. Can't believe I'm actually going to pull this off. I'm actually going to complete a part without having to restart from a checkpoint or anything. It feels nice. Shaundi said she was getting some product out to some people who are seeing a play in Amberbrook.
Some tourists are getting ready to sit through Henry B. I can't let those people suffer.
I wonder if rain was crucial to the environment of that play. Oh, I thought the stop was on the corner. Oh, there it is. Seems pretty random, honestly. Man, it feels good to finish something like that easily. You know what? Like I said earlier, Heli Assault is so easy when you know what you're doing. And I figure that is where we shall conclude for today. I'm Fredo Supreme, the American Dream. Holla at y'all later. Oh, I almost forgot. Our weapon store discount got a little bit bigger. Sorry, that was a fake out right there. Holla at y'all later for realsies now.